I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything I find interesting, and anything and everything that I find absolutely awful today. Apparently, I apologize for the weird angle, and the weird background, and my weird face. I worked all day today, and I was tired, and my mom and I had to run a couple errands before we got home. When we get home, there was a message in my email from my amazing Patreon supporter, Jackie. You've all heard about, I'm sure, if you've been on this channel for any length of time. And she said I should check out a video by Brian Hull. Brian does a lot of Disney impressions and covers in the voices of Disney characters, things like that. I've seen some of his stuff before, and you may have heard of him before. I believe he has close to 2 million subscribers, and he did a video about all this stuff with COPPA. So you may have heard that there were going to be some new guidelines on YouTube for creators that are going to be a little difficult to work around. And some of them have already been in place. For instance, my video I did for Halloween, the Garfield What Should I Be as Told by Google Images video, was flagged as kid-friendly, and I got limited ads on it. I was actually shocked the video got any ads at all anyway, but that was just a taste, like a little showing that like they're already monitoring that stuff. And what it's gonna do basically, YouTube gathers like your cookies, your previous, like the previous pages you've been on the interweb, to give you personalized ads. The majority of the time you see an ad on YouTube, it was personalized for you. And because of that, that means that they're monitoring kids' information to get those personalized ads. I'm going to link Brian's video below. Please watch that video, because that's where I got almost all this information I'm giving you. And to make a long story as short as possible, YouTube had to pay a massive $178, I believe he said, $1 million fee to the FTC, I think, for violating these COPPA rules before. And now, instead of it being, well, YouTube's the one that shouldn't be monitoring these things, or parents maybe should be monitoring your kids better, and that the nature of the internet is that it's not a website's fault that a kid gets on it. Is it unfortunate if a kid sees something they aren't supposed to? Yes, but they need to be taught by the parents what sites are okay, and if they disobey their parents, that's not the fault of the site. Any videos that literally even possibly could appeal to children are gonna get hit with this. They're gonna lose all these things right here. Comments, personalized ads, info cards, which are the little eye card things, end screens, stories, their community tabs, the notification bell, the viewer abilities to save their videos to watch later and save playlists, and even more. So, if you're a kid's channel, I don't even mean like the creepy kids channels, if you're a channel that does ukulele covers of Disney songs, for goodness sake, you're losing all of that. I have videos like my Disney songs as told by Google Images, or my Muppet movie reviews, or I have a few Pixar related videos, things like that. There should be a button where you say like this is considered kid friendly. If you don't mark the correct ones as kid friendly, if you mark, it's not even like, okay, I mark all those as kid friendly, right? And so then my Mystery Science Rift Tracks one should be safe. I should be able to keep ads on them, and, kids, I shouldn't be penalized if kids click them. No, if the YouTube algorithm even thinks that one of those videos is appropriate for kids, and then they run it through their BS system, and it's considered not, then I get fined. Like, I could get in trouble, and that's true for every single one of these YouTubers. I know I am no expert on this. I'm not claiming to be. A lot of what I'm saying could even be incorrect. I hope it is, in the end. But Pat, Andre from Black Nerd Comedy, Brian Hull himself, a lot of these people, one of the guys that I have followed for years, been a big inspiration to me on YouTube, Matt, Pat, Andre, all them, but also Pie Guy Rules, who talks about cartoons, and he also has a video game, like a Let's Play channel, and all these people. Like, I'm a big follower of the animation and cartoon community on YouTube, and even if they mark their stuff as like, hey, I review more adult cartoons, or I review cartoons, but I swear, and it's like my jokes are I have a few adult jokes or whatever, I'm not going to consider this kid friendly. If YouTube's like, no, it could appeal to kids, you're in trouble. And it's just heinous. It's heinous. Thank God that I am one of those people that I make these videos for me and for you guys, and it's not my actual job as much as I wish it could be. I have such generous people who donate to my Patreon. I have such an amazing community of, 1,050 plus people at this point. And I had some big plans for some videos now that I don't know if I can even do them. Like, a lot of these things, like, there's some that are obvious that I'm like, okay, these I know would be listed as kid-friendly, blah, blah, blah. But, like, what if, let's say, one of my Mystery Science videos in the thumbnail, because they said even thumbnails can be monitored like this, shows the bots, and the thumbnail can tell, hey, those are puppets, that's a non-human character, kid-friendly. What if they do that? And then I get in trouble because it's not actually kid-friendly, or because I mismarked it, or whatever. In the next couple months, I'm gonna finally get, after Thanksgiving, sometime after that, I should be getting a really good check based on how much I'm working this week and the week of Thanksgiving, including the holiday pay I'll get for working on Thanksgiving. So in a few weeks, once I have that check, I'm going to upgrade my Google Drive, and I'm going to try to not buy back, but like re-upgrade my website. Because right now, I haven't even checked it in like a couple months because I had no money at all, and I had to take off, like, I still own the domain of faithstake.com, but I haven't done anything to it lately because I didn't have the money. But now that I'll have the money again, I can re-upload all my videos onto it. So I'll have Faithstake as well as Google Drive as a backup. I'm going to spend a lot of my free time in December, once I get that good check, literally just making sure all my videos are safe. And for you guys, it would just be, especially if you want to see like my archived videos, basically. If something disappears from YouTube, let's say you're like, I want to go through the Google image playlist, and there's a lot of videos missing because I did Muppet and Disney songs, let's say. But because this won't be enacted till January 1st, they said. So check my website at that point. It should be all updated by then. And follow me on, I never ask for things like this from you guys, or very, very rarely. I try to not, because I'm not begging for followers or anything, but do follow me on Twitter and bookmark my Patreon page, and I'll probably do a video once my website's all updated again in a few weeks, and then bookmark that page. You don't have to be giving to me on Patreon or anything like that. I'll make them completely public posts that won't have like a paywall or anything like that. When those things are all updated, when my site's updated, when my Google Drive is updated, and I can give you guys links to things on that if there are ever any difficulties watching them on Faithstake, because I know some people have had difficulties watching them on Faithstake, and I'm like, WordPress, what am I giving you all this money for the business plan for? As I've always said, support your favorite YouTubers and just internet creators in any way you can. First of all, at least from my personal experience, even emotional support means the world. So even if you can't, donate to their Patreon or buy their merch or anything like that, because I know times can be tight for anybody, it just show them your love, show them your, like, just emotional support and love. And for those that you can, especially for those who this has been their job, ask them the best way to support them. But if they have a Patreon, if they sell merch, then try to be there for them as much as you can, both financially, emotionally, and everything, because this is gonna rock a lot of people's worlds, and you know, it's gonna hurt a lot of people, and it isn't fair to any of the creators. At least the adpocalypses, as dumb as they were, made some semblance of sense, because you're like, okay, companies are saying, well, I don't want my ads for my company on this kind of video. YouTube, you need to stop these videos from existing. Okay, YouTube saw that as a big threat, and I could understand why that happened, but this is, it's almost criminal, and I get it, because there's always that one, well, YouTube can do what it wants, it's like it's its own company and a business. Yes, but there have to be better ways than this to run this sort of a business, and I just am hoping and praying for all of our sakes that channels don't get destroyed, innocent people don't get fined $40,000 for one mistake, and that the channels of people who live off this either are less affected than they think, or that they are just beyond blessed by family, friends, fans, and they can still live great, supported lives. And it's just so many channels have helped me, not just in my, being the inspiration for my channel, but in just getting me through the toughest of times. You know, like I said, Matt Pat, Andre, Pie Guy Rules, just to name a few, have had huge impacts on me, and just when I needed just some fun, entertaining things just in my life in general. And now they're going to be punished for bringing that kind of stuff into the world. That is despicable, you know, for them to do that to them. And I want other people to be helped and to be able to see these creators' videos and the things that helped me. And that's why I like being here, because I can try to make other people's days. So, on the bright side, have a few videos that are almost finished. I actually was going to post one of them tonight. It'll now be posted tomorrow. I'm working on a few different things. I'm sorry that this had to be such a downer. But we got some stuff coming. We're just gonna wade through this together. I think a lot of creators are gonna be doing that with their fans and communities as well. So this could really finally be the tipping point, I think, of YouTube. They're gonna lose a lot of creators because those creators are literally losing their jobs, and will have to go find new ones and do other things. Just in conclusion, watch Brian's video to get more of the actual nitty-gritty details of it. This was more just my own emotional venting to get out there and to let you guys know kind of just the future of my channel, and just that I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to follow the new rules without getting fined $40,000 I don't have. But my site will be up again soon, so you guys can have those videos. As always, I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.